back. Whew. Okay, well, in a new location, the internet at Chuck E. Cheese is a little bit better. The pizza's kind of bad, but don't tell them I said that. I thought this location was appropriate because the next person we're going to talk about, for whatever reason, doesn't want to leave the kids' table. It's always some type of man-babyish shenanigans when it comes to our next offender of 2018, Drake. Now, I already know that Torontonians are going to be like, what is your problem? Drake is the best thing. And I'm just like, guys, let's cut the act. If you've seen Drake in 2018 alone, forget the whole career, but in 2018 alone, it has been one joke after another. And luckily, I've come equipped with 3 different clips to show you exactly how bad. So first, we have Drake's ability to talk to women, to even keep someone interested in a conversation with him. He is a dork. And like, I don't know, it's horrible. It's horrible. So the first clip I have for you, so Drake was on Instagram Live with up and coming rapper Steph London. I live for her. I think she's stunning. I think she's actually going to rip the head off 2019. She's incredible. So Steph London was on her live asking, who would be best suited for a date. Basically kind of, putting an open call out there, If you want to hang, if you want to chill, let's do it up. That's great. I love that. I guess Drake decided that this was the perfect time to show her just how corny Toronto guys could be. Put on the lamest Jamaican accent, and we'll get into his accents later, and just overall look like a real idiot. But don't take it from me. Let's just play the clip.
And we know your age, please, for the people that don't know. Because we live over 20 years.
You're gonna age me right now? I just turned 32.
32. Oh, the 32 is good. We like 32. 32 is fine. Okay, wait, no. So why should you be my man then? Why should you be my man?
Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm a confident guy. I can hold my own in any room.
Oh, God.
I've known you for a while. We busting up jokes together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have known each other for a while.
What else? And, we can cook up tune together in the stew. You know what I'm saying?
You like him. I like him.
I can organize all your heels and your fits and your wigs for you and all them things, you know what I'm saying?
No one said the wigs, no one. None said the wigs. I'm not gonna lie this. Guys, is he a keeper? Because right now I'm blushing.
No, honey, he is not a keeper. No.
My God.
Now many people will contact you by email. No, wait, he said wigs. Wait, ladies, are you hearing this? The guy said wigs. He would organize my wigs.
I'll make sure they're all color coded, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, I think I'm in love right now. Huh? Already, he said color coordinated wigs, bro. What guy says that? But we will contact him by email. What guy says color coordinated wigs? All right, so for now you did not. So what do you do? Wait, what do you do?
What do I do? What's my job?
Yeah.
I'm a singer.
All right. Oh, yeah, singer, filling out in the streets. All right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah.
I'm from Toronto, but I'm down to move to London. I like it out there.
You know, like we know you love. Listen, oh my gosh, I could give you a red book because I know you want a red book. I could actually give you a red book.
Exactly. Because
you could have your British
I'm
book.
gonna tell you, it's about time I need that. I deserve that.
All right, so you're gonna organize my wigs. I'm gonna get you your English book, and we gonna be litty.
See, look, we have a couple goals already.
Huh?
I'll tell you.
So we got goals. All right.
By the way, I'm gonna stay on your live and see what your next man's phone in too. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what kind of vibes you're giving next man's too. I'm staying on that.
All right, so guys, wait, I need to. My dog needs to tell me is it a keeper over here right now?
It is not a keeper. Nope, it is not a keeper.
I'm sold on the wigs right now.
The last man phoned in, he was 53, and the man's 45. I said the last man that phoned in was 53 years old.
Yeah, you say you had 2 different types of age. No, you had 3 times. Hey, Drake, he's done out here. Say I have 2 different types of age.
And your age is too, Drake? Wow.
So guys, I can officially tell you that we have a number 1 right now. a singer. He's 32, sorry. He's a singer. He's willing to organize beats by colors, make some tune together. So we have a number one right now. I don't think anybody will leave right now.
Yo. So what? What do I win? What do I win if I'm the man? What do I get to come to a meet?
You get me. Wait, wow. It's not that we have to go on a date. Oh yeah, exactly.
This is a live contest then. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay, you got my number, so we're gonna get a date together.
What was that show? What was that show called again? Where you win it? Where you have to be the last contestant and then you win a date?
Bachelor.
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Bachelor. Is that what it's called?
No, I think it's probably American. You know.
Okay,
but,
so
what?
So you win a date with me right now.
Oh yeah. So where you want to go? You want to go somewhere fancy? We know that. Huh? Eat money stuff.
No. Okay, wait a minute. No, wait, Drake.
What is that accent?
I don't like too much fancy stuff. Okay, you can take me anywhere, even Nando's, if we're in the UK.
Some Nando's? No, I can't take you to Nando's. I have to take you somewhere nice.
Like where?
Nice, because you know what I'm saying? I have to take you somewhere.
No. I say that again?
That matches your.
What do you say? Cut out.
You know? I said I have to take you somewhere classy and sexy because you're classy and sexy. I have to match your energy.
Alright, okay, champagne. We're gonna let the others speak. So stay on live to see the others.
Yeah. Let me see what these other guys are working with.
Alright then.
Yo, Steph, soon link. You know.
Yeah, no, you want a date, so we have to set up a date right now because you're runner up right now.
All right.
And I'm in LA right now. So.
Our first date could be you coming out on stage when I get to London. How about that? That could be our first date.
Okay, that sounds lit. She said, "Is the food gonna be on the stage?"
Huh?
She said, "Is the food gonna be on the stage?"
Are we gonna eat on stage?
Yeah, we should eat on stage.
We'll save that.
Okay, but listen, just because you're Juicy Drake, don't think it's gonna be easy. Okay, you gotta prove yourself to me.
No, listen, I'm a patient man. I'm not in a rush to get nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Drake, there's 37,000 people watching and admiring. Well, listen, we've been around each other for a while and he knows it's not easy, so
Yo, trust me, I know you're a big G. Don't worry, I'll never disrespect, you know?
Okay.
I know Steph is the big G, don't worry.
He has such a way with words, doesn't he?
Okay, well listen, we're gonna hook up a date.
Okay, we're gonna end that because I might throw up. We're gonna come on. Yes, we gotta end that. Whoo! Wow, Drake. Money could buy a lot of things, and I wish it could buy like something to help you with that, because that was horrible, man. That was horrible. Steph London is poised to be one of the biggest stars of 2019. If you wanted to even come and be a little bit cute on her live, that would have been fine. But this was embarrassing. But as the next clip will show, you just love being embarrassing. And it all stems from this obsession with presenting as being Jamaican. And it's weird because the only real connection you have to the culture is being in Toronto. And that's fine. We love dancehall here. We love, Caribbean food, Caribbean culture, Caribbean that's all fine. But Drake, honestly, you are obsessed. You're obsessed. You're obsessed. A lot of people would have just accepted that, they're a black Jewish rapper, but you just want to run with a whole other thing. And this is the thing that you're running with. So we're going to give people an idea of just how deep this Jamaican persona goes and the history behind it. So let me get the clip. Yes. There we go.
And more tune for your head top, so watch how you speak on my name, you know?
So if you've kept up with Drake's last few albums, you've probably noticed a recurring Jamaican theme. There's the implicit homage in some beats. And then there's Drake's use of patois. For a guy whose style goes from here to here, he's had mixed luck crafting a character that can pull off this dialect. So how does a kid with an American father and a European Jewish mother end up with valid links to Jamaican dancehall? Well, you can thank Toronto for that. It's where Drake grew up, and it's a fact he loves to shout from the rooftops. The city is known for its multiracial identity, and it shows up in Drake's music, in his life, and also in the data. In Still Here, Drake asks, that intersection, Jane Street and Weston Road, is on the outskirts of an enclave of Jamaican Canadians. It's on the west side of the city, where Drake grew up, until he moved to the wealthier section in the center of the city in the 6th grade. On the eastern side of the city, you can see another concentration of Jamaican neighborhoods, around Scarborough. That's the filming location for Drake's pop culture debut in Degrassi. He references as much in Worst Behavior. So in 2001, about 71% of Canada's Jamaican population lived in Toronto. And Drake has really been playing up his connection to that identity in his music lately. Take Drake's frequent collaborator, producer Boy Wonder, who was born in Kingston, Jamaica, but raised in Toronto. That migration is pretty common in Ontario. That province has by far been the most popular destination for Caribbean Canadian immigrants since the 1960s. Granted, only 3% of Toronto's citizens are Jamaican. So people on the internet are having this conversation about whether all of this is authentic, or if Drake is taking advantage of some convenient cultural cachet. But when you hear Drake breaking into this accent, know that it's because he just wants you to see him as a young guy from Toronto, even if he lives in LA now.
Yes. Well, I just need to give you guys that little history lesson. And again, I want to just make sure I'm clear in saying that Drake's not the only person in Toronto who does this. But think about the guys in Toronto who do this. The put on, super put on, like Jamaican patois, like Drake, it's getting bad. It's like the equivalent of like a random white dude doing it. Like it's getting really cringy, Like have that connection to the city, embrace all of your roots, but like, I mean, come on, like, just stop trying so hard. Like the first clip was bad enough, but like this whole thing, like your whole career has been about being a tryhard. And the third clip definitely proves that, because in the world of beef Drake, it's like you just have time to waste. There's like never a reason. It's always petty. It's always for clicks. And it's like, again, you're just trying to be that rapper that is in everyone's mix. Even the Kardashians. Let's take a look at the only beef messier than Nicki and Cardi this year, and that is Drake versus Kanye. And I'm going to definitely need my stress ball for this whole segment. Let's go.
Kanye West drops a big accusation against Drake, saying the rapper has been threatening his family. The ongoing feud between the rappers is getting ugly, you guys, on Twitter because, of course, it's Kanye. And yes, Kim K is involved. Let's break this all down. It started when Kanye hit up Twitter to accuse Drake of avoiding him and taking some underhanded shots at him. Never go to Twitter, guys. Kanye also tweeted that he never told rapper Pusha T about Drake's son Adonis, who Pusha T exposed in his diss track, The Story of Adenon.
A baby's involved, it's deeper than rap. We talking character, let me keep with the facts. You are hiding a child, let that boy come home.
He tweeted, quote, I would never intentionally try to hurt you, bro. I never even heard none of the diss records. Then Kanye claimed that Drake sent him purple demon emojis while he was going through a mental breakdown following his now infamous TMZ live appearance. quote, sending purple emojis when I'm dealing with mental I need my apologies now. Alright, so then everything seemed to be calming down when Ye updated the internet revealing that he'd finally gotten a phone call from the rapper. But, apparently not. Kanye then went on to accuse Drake of, well, we'll just let his words speak for themselves. Quote, Drake called trying to threaten me, so Drake, if anything happens to me or anyone from my family, you are the first suspect. Adding, you pick on people with mental health issues. Yikes, this is so ugly. Dramatic, right? Well, it did not end there. This is when Kanye's wife Kim got in on the oh-so-public feud, tweeting, quote, never threaten my husband or our family. He paved the way for there to be a Drake. She also added this, my husband is the most brilliant person, the most genius person that I know. He has broken so many boundaries, everything from music, stage design, fashion, and culture,
Okay,
and
Kim.
will continue to change
Calm
the
down.
world. Obviously, there's a lot of history here. This whole thing really got started months ago. In September, Kanye took to Instagram to slam Drake regarding rumors that he had an affair with Kim, which, of course, she quickly shut down. Kanye later apologized to Drake, writing on Twitter, quote, sending good energy and love to Drake. I understand where the confusion started. As of right now, Drake has not responded to the recent outburst, except he did post these laughing, crying emojis on his Insta story, which is just, you know, an emoji says 1,000 words. But for what it's worth, Miley Cyrus and Ariana Grande just want everyone to get along and listen to their new music. Ari released her single Imagine, and Miley released...
Yeah. So, I mean, that beef was a joke. And while I do believe that we need to really sort of see where Kanye is in all of it, because there's definitely some mental health stuff going on there, Drake, you're messy. You're messy. You egg on so much drama. You know, you're like that. You're like that. It's almost like you like to poke the bear and then throw the stick, and it's getting boring. It's getting boring, you know. But I could drag you for days. Why don't I just call you and tell you how I feel? We're gonna just do that. Drake's number. Yeah, where is it? There we go. Whew. Let's see. Hello. Well. If it isn't my good friend Aubrey, yeah, no. I'm not gonna call you Drake. I'm not gonna give you that ego boost. We're gonna talk to Aubrey for a minute, okay? That's who we're gonna talk to. So Aubrey, I want to know, how does it feel to be the biggest embarrassment in Toronto history? Because that's where things are starting to go at this point. It is getting so embarrassing. So embarrassing. So first, let's look at the Steph London video. So Drake, here's the thing with you and women and getting women's attention. The Rihanna thing was a joke. You obsessed, made everything about that collab, everything about you guys' interactions, everything about you guys being together, just a huge thing. And just you were so obsessed and just like so weird about the whole thing. It would not let this woman move on, to the point to where now, like, she doesn't even want to talk to you at all. So there was that. You know, I'm not even gonna get into your creepy obsession with Aaliyah a couple years ago. Literally talking about how, oh, you know, if she was alive right now, we'd be making the most amazing music together, and you know, we'd be so in love. Like I was weirded out. I was just weirded out by that. And whew, well, you know, when it comes to you and women, I mean, I could go down the list, but this Steph London thing, my friend, it's a joke. That is like such a badass of a woman, and she has so much more to bring in 2019. Do you think she's interested in you talking about how, you know, you're gonna cook up a tune? Like, dude, cook up a tune? Oh, oh, Lord. Oh my God. Cook up a tune. I'm gonna cook up a bar if you keep talking like that. Um, but that wasn't even the worst part, is that like you're just so sure of yourself. You're just so sure of the corniness that you bring, and so sure of this brand of Toronto that you're selling to people, and it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Now I will say that Degrassi video that you made, that Degrassi music video, like that was cute because Degrassi was probably the cutest part of your career. Everything else has just been a train wreck. Like I don't think your music's good, but like that isn't even my issue. My issue is that it's just getting cornier and cornier and cornier. And it's like there's no stop. Like Drake, I can't live off corn. No one could live off corn. So like you gotta like honey, you gotta give us something else in 2019 because the ship is it's gone. Like Titanic gone all the way to the bottom. Like you're not even like I you couldn't even come to my door and sell me what you sell me or what you're selling the people. So I'm gonna give you some tips for 2019. And let me eat a damn chip. Mm. Mm. Ooh, that chip is good. My God. Mm. Okay, now back to you, Aubrey, my dear friend. So women, be more chill. Be more chill. It doesn't help you that we're in the age of pointing out the creepy guy because now I could just point you out. I could just be like, oh, God, oh, yeah, and they know you're a creepy guy. You're a creepy guy. You're a creepy guy. You're getting there. You're bordering. You're like on Creepy Guy Lane on the corner of Creep Avenue. Like you're right there. You're right at the intersection. You gotta really really respect the women that are in your circle. You need to respect the women that you're talking to, and you also just need to get better game. Cause Drake, you're actually not ugly. Like you're pretty hot. You're pretty hot. You have a great sense of style. You have all these things going for you, but like you open your mouth and it's just like, boo. I'm gonna work on sound effects for the next episode because that was just me, but it's pretty good, right? Yeah, yeah. That's you just crashing and burning every time that you even talk to a woman, and that's pretty bad. So what I would do, some tips for Drake in 2019. When you see a woman you like, tell her something about you. Something that doesn't sound too corny. I know that's gonna be really difficult, but like we're gonna try. Just say you're a rapper and then leave it at that. And then if they want to go down the rabbit hole that is your discography, we'll say a prayer and light a candle. But that's it. Just keep it at that. Now you go, and what do you do for a living? Oh, that's great. Would you like to go on a date sometime? It is that simple. I actually know a channel that does some really good personals. I'll link you later because I might actually help you. Because this going on people's live stuff, no. Steph London did not deserve that. Instagram did not deserve that. And my soul did not deserve that. So women, leave the creepy guy thing alone. Leave the weird Jamaican, like Drake. Honestly, I don't know how you're so quick to brag about being from Jane and Weston and having this huge Toronto background, but like every time you speak patois, it is like the most forced thing ever. Like there are like so many things wrong with this thing that you're doing, and you need to figure that out, man. Figure it out. Like you're not doing Toronto a service. I hate that I can't even leave the city without, like, I could go to anywhere and they just be like, oh yeah, Drake, oh Toronto, oh Drake, right? Do you know Drake? I'm like, no, I don't know Drake. I don't. That is like the most embarrassing association that I have to deal with in my life. You did that to me, Drake. You did that to me. So we're gonna need to change that perception of Toronto and of Toronto guys and of the whole Toronto packaging, because it's making it so people that are actually creative and actually have things going for themselves, they have to be associated to you. And Drake, as I've just spent the last couple of minutes saying, it's not good. It's not very good. Okay, Drake, don't cry. It's not the end of the world. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so don't be a creep. Stop with like the cliche Toronto persona thing. Stop with the Jamaican patois. And Drake, for the love of God, these beefs, they're only a joke because you make them a joke. Like, let's, I'm gonna get really petty and we're gonna go through the list. So when had beef with Chris Brown, you guys threw drinks and caused $1 million worth of damage at a bar and almost cost the security guard their life. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And now you're walking around with Chris Brown like you're best friends. You had beef with Tyga. Now you guys are best friends. You had beef with Kanye. Next you're gonna be like best friends. Drake, it's like you play hard to get with these rappers. You should just maybe be like, dude, let's hang out and like let's like not be dickheads to each other and let's just figure out how we could like collab on a hot track. All this macho shit and it's boring, Drake, because it looks like you just want to be friends. You just want to hug. You want to like you're like that kid in the sandbox that doesn't know how to talk to the other kids, and like you should just figure that out. You just figure that out because the amount of rappers that you beef with only to be cool with and within a month or so, it's you're playing hard to get. You're playing hard to get. Like I know it's really hard to make friends in our 30s, but we got to figure that out, Drake, because you're just embarrassing yourself. So yes, to recap, no more creepy shit with women, no more lame shit with women. This Toronto packaging, Toronto what you've done to just the idea of being from Toronto, let's fix that in 2019. Let's fix it. No more corniness, no more BS. I'm just bored, Drake. I want to love you. I want to hear the name Drake and not like feel my soul go out of my body. But that's just what life has been. So like, let's fix the perception of you and Toronto and the two together and figure out how it could be less corny. And then last but not least, leave the beefs alone. If you want to be friends with these, like just be friends with Kanye. Just be friends with Pusha T. Like it's just like you guys throw shade back and forth. It's a big old testosterone contest. Who's the bigger man? You guys are just being a bunch of babies. It's that's why I picked Chuck E. Cheese for a reason, because like it fit what you've been doing this year. So let's chill on that, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it, Drake. You have way too much that we need to sort out. Can't be beefing with rappers. It's just not conducive to actually being a rapper that people give a shit about. Like, the music is just barely cutting it. So you can't waste the other time beefing with Kanye West. And this Kim, you with Kim Kardashian, I don't know. I don't buy it. So like maybe stop trying to sell that too. Again, the creepy thing, like you sleeping with Kim, like come on, man. So with that, my dear Aubrey, my dear Drake, my dear friend, yeah, let's get you in a better place in 2019. A less corny place, a less creepy place, and a place where I could say loud and proud that I'm from Toronto without wanting to kill myself. Please, please, I'm begging you. It's bad. Okay, I'm gonna hang up this phone now because we could just go all day. We could just go all day. So I'm gonna hang up now. Happy New Year, Drake. Figure your shit out. Love you, buddy. Whew. Yeah. Drake. Whew. Well, we are almost at the end of this show. We have a couple more segments. I'm gonna go take a little jog because, again, my nerves. We'll be right back.